Welcome to Koco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Koco from CocoSports.com or CocoSports.net. It takes you to the same place, KOCOSports.net. It's your home for combat sports. It's where the world comes to kick ass, and above all, it's where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Welcome to our Ring of Honor weekly television review. As always, we ask you in the comments if you saw the show. Please put win, lost, or tie what you thought of this show. And this one, I think, if people are honest, there's going to be all different answers. Some people are going to say it was a win. Some people say it's going to be a loss. I think this one's going to be all over the place depending on how much you love AJ Styles. This whole show was just about AJ Styles in action. He's here. AJ Styles is here. So if you're a huge fan of AJ Styles, I think you're going to really enjoy this more than a guy who either just doesn't like AJ Styles or isn't a huge fan. I'm going to give it a tie because I can see AJ Styles all the time. And I don't know. I just think that one match, if it's going to build up to one match, and it's not a bad match, but if you're going to build up a show around one match, I'd like to see that going into it, I want to see both athletes go at it. It just seemed a bit weird. It seemed like, here's AJ Styles, woo, like us. So overall, let's break this bad boy down. It starts off with a promo. Michael Bennett and Maria are talking about how they got married, wearing Mr. and Mrs. shirts. Had a couple funny things about fans in the crowd, what true love is. There was this overweight guy. I hate using the word fat because I'm a fat bastard. But there's this overweight guy sitting front row, and he just played to it perfect. He was like heartbroken and stuff. But yeah, they went around the ring just insulting fans, saying they don't know what true love is. What we have is true love. And he has an open challenge for his pink fuzzy title. I don't know what title of love. That's what it's called. Title of love, which no one thinks is a title except those two. It's a bit cheesy. I don't enjoy it. But the guy who accepts the challenge is the romantic touch. He's basically Don Flamingo in a mask. He comes out with a rose. He's being romantic, and they go to match. And it's a short match. It's not bad. It feels. Know what it is? It feels like this was a good wrestling show, but not a Ring of Honor show. Ring of Honor is usually like best athletes, great wrestling. And it's like, here, you got Don Flamingo in a mask versus Michael Bennett. And, yeah. The more I think about this, the more I think it's a good wrestling show. Just never felt like Ring of Honor. Never. Like, not one part of this felt like Ring of Honor. It just felt like something you would see on WWE or something you would see on TNA. It did not feel different. It just felt, I don't know. It just, I guess, know what it is? Ring of Honor, best way to describe this show, it wasn't pro wrestling. It was sports entertainment. And I don't know if people watch Ring of Honor for sports entertainment. Basically, Michael Bennett wins with a twist of fate, and boom, there you go. Then they show a video of Michael Elgin losing the ROH title to Jay Briscoe. And then from there, they have a match, kind of, not really. Caprice Coleman versus Michael Elgin. It's a no contest because Elgin just lays in the middle of the ring and tries to have Coleman pin him. Security comes to the ring, and Elgin just starts beating the hell out of him before they go to commercial. Why, Ring of Honor? You're fucking pro wrestling. I don't know how much of this is kayfabe. I don't know how much of this is work, shoot, let's get the marks. But I think you're so worried about the so-called wrestling fans in the know that you're hurting your own product. Michael Elgin was a great wrestler, which I believe was a good champion. I believe he was a good champion for Ring of Honor, and it was someone you could root for. It was someone you could believe in. And now it's like, oh, get it? We're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook, and we hate each other, and there's mail, and it's not real, and it's real. Here's the problem. I don't give a shit. If this was completely booked, then you tricked me. The product at the end of the day sucks. If fucking Michael Elgin really has fucking mental problems, like he's the fucking Ryback of goddamn Ring of Honor, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck, Ring of Honor. I can't stress that enough. I think you're so worried about tricking those fans on the internet that you forgot the product has to actually be good. No one gives a fuck. So, yep, there you go. Then get that out of the way. Then finally, the only match worthwhile. You had AJ Styles versus Hanson. A lot of people messaged me what my thoughts on Hanson were, and I said he feels like he doesn't belong in Ring of Honor, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm going to give it time. And I believe Hanson really impressed me. I thought this was a good match. I don't think it was a 5-star match. I don't think, I think maybe they should change up his gimmick. I don't know. Is he a fucking Viking, a Spartan? Who gives a shit? Just be a big fucking guy that whoops ass. But Hanson does fucking have a decent match against AJ Styles. A lot better than I thought. They gave him a lot of time for a 1-hour show. So I was surprised by that. And then they gave Hanson some offense. I was expecting just an AJ Styles fucking type show, but it was, I don't want to say it was a great match or a good match. It was just a surprise match. And I didn't know much about Hanson going into this match, but after this match, I respect him a lot more. And it reminds me of back in the old days when Ric Flair would come to a territory and do a television and take on, enhancement talent, or as some crueler fans would say, jobbers. And he would just make them look like $1 million bucks. I thought AJ Styles pulled a Ric Flair here. Going into this match, I was like, oh, that's cool. We can see AJ Styles. It wasn't, oh, it's Hanson versus AJ Styles. It was, oh, cool, AJ Styles. But overall, I was highly impressed with the match. I think if you watch this match, you'll have a different respect for Hanson. I just hope that they make him more Ring of Honor-ish and less WWE-ish. So there you go. So your winner is AJ Styles via Styles Clash. And I think a lot of people that watch this show would say it was an awesome showing for Hanson. It was really good. They end the show with AJ Styles celebrating. Me personally, I'm giving it a tie. They really banked on AJ Styles a lot. I watch AJ Styles a lot, so I don't want to say it was bad, but at the same time, it did not feel like pro wrestling. It felt very much like it. All right, there you go. We will be doing multiple review shows. I was sick, and also it was Thanksgiving, and also we will be doing a news show. So hopefully within the next couple days, we'll be doing a show. My question to you guys is, when I get behind on reviews, do you want it to be, oh, it's just Ring of Honor, or do you want like, hey, here's all the wrestling news in one show? Usually people just want it broken down. So, all right, let's go to some live comments. Mr. The King, I'm shocked you shit on the show that has AJ Styles in it, LOL. I think that's all it really did have on it. And I'm not that big of an AJ Styles fan. I know, I don't know. It's hard to say, Mr. The King. I love AJ Styles, but I don't love him as much as people think. Like, I always thought Christopher Daniels was better. I don't think he should have beat Okada. I don't think he's better than Tanahashi. So I think AJ Styles is a top 10 guy, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I shit on the show that much. I gave it a tie. I just think they were trying to be more sports entertainment than pro wrestling. And Hanson really shocked me. I didn't expect that. Plus, I compared him to Ric Flair. How's that shitting on AJ Styles in the show? I'm sorry. Whenever you get compared to Ric Flair in anything, that's a good day. ROH needs to get an all cable so I can watch. I still wonder why TNA let AJ Styles go. He was the John Cena, but could do everything well. They just didn't want to give him a raise, and AJ Styles wanted more money. And they're not TNA. This is just my humble opinion. TNA is embarrassed of what they are. They don't care about TNA originals. They don't. They will just do anything to do it. So I was shocked that they got rid of it, but it was just pay. They wanted to get a pay cut or pay him the same. And everyone that defends him, he's making a lot more money in New Japan. I assure you. I assure you, a lot of American fans are like, well, he's not making that much money on the indies. He's making more money in New Japan. AJ has said it. New Japan has said it. And just fucking New Japan takes care of their athletes. But yeah, I agree. He was their John Cena. He was their, guy. So it should be interesting. All right. So, we forgot Boom Boom. So maybe we'll do a news show. I'm about to wrap this up. Boom Boom. We will be wrapping it up. All right. So yeah. As far as ROH watching it, you can watch it pirated wise, but you can also go on Ring of Honor. ROHwrestling.com. They put up their shows. Now, granted, it's really late. They show it on television, and I think they wait a week or two and then show it on their site. So yeah, if you want to know a place to watch Ring of Honor, there's tons of pirated places. It's a pirate's life for me. Arrgh! And if you're not pirate, you're like, oh, I can't do that because I don't know. I'm a good person. I'm not a fucking scumbag who's a pirate. Whoa, calm down. It's a pirate's life for me. Yeah, you can just go to ROHwrestling.com. They'll have the shows up there. You have to watch. It's hard to catch, but just go and check current show, and most likely it will be this show or next week's show. So there you go. So Mr. the King, go to ROHwrestling.com or become a pirate. All right, bam. There you go. All right, please like, comment, subscribe. We plan on doing a bunch of shows today and tomorrow. This weekend, I want to catch up. I want to do all the review shows. Me and Boom Boom plan on doing a news show to talk about CM Punk. Something happened with Punk? What? I can't believe it. So please check us out. Like, comment, subscribe. Mr. the King, thank you for the live comments. Andy Paps, thank you for the live comments on the Facebook. And Boom Boom, I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming home. Like, comment, subscribe. I got to say that enough. Please, for the love of God, like, comment, subscribe. So one day my daddy will find me and give me a hug and say everything's going to be okay. Also, check out our site, cocosports.net. It's our blog. Jerry, David Cooey, Pablo, the whole gang is working hard. We're hoping to recruit more people, and we'll be doing fantasy wrestling sometime this week. All right. Thank you. With that, well, I'm going to be back in like 10 minutes, so like, comment, subscribe. With that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.